get this show started!
In today's video, TATIANA SUAREZ reveals how the UFC helped her during her 3-year off. Dana White reacts to Conor McGregor removing the Ultimate Fighter 31 contestants. Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury's script gets leaked. Ronda Rousey urges Dana White to take care of retired UFC fighters. And Jon Jones compares Ciryl Gane to his previous opponents. TATIANA SUAREZ returned to the octagon after a 4-year absence and wasted no time in securing a decisive victory. She forced a guillotine choke on Montana De La Rosa in the second round of the women's flyweight bout, which took place at Saturday's UFC Vegas 70 event. During the post-fight press conference, Suarez revealed the UFC helped her find sponsorships along the way during her 3 years off.
Like I said, it was 3 years off, and along the way, it was really hard because, when you haven't fought in that long and you don't have an income, it gets really tough, and you have to dedicate yourself full time. And so, luckily the UFC would find me sponsorships along the way that would help me just a little bit just to get by, you know what I mean? And I'm really grateful for that because, I wasn't active and they still helped me in that way. I'm sure if I had reached out to Dana and asked him, he probably would have helped me out, but I just want to do that, So, because I guess I'm okay with not having much, I don't need much. I just need the people that I love and to do what I love.
Last Friday, manager Danielle Rubenstein took to Twitter to address a list of fighters that are rumored to be competing on the upcoming season of The Ultimate Fighter, putting forth the allegation that McGregor used his influence to have 3 fighters removed from the cast list in favor of McGregor associates. UFC fighters Gilbert Burns and Chris Curtis also addressed the allegations on Twitter, with Burns claiming that former PFL competitor Loic Radzhabov was one of the fighters bumped out to accommodate McGregor, and Curtis calling the rumor definitely true. During UFC Vegas 70's press conference, Dana White addressed the claims of the Ultimate Fighter 31 fighters being removed to make way for McGregor's personal choices.
Going back to TUF, there was a lot of talk going into before this started. People were saying that Conor when he made the jump, he brought 3 guys with him and he replaced 3 guys that were on the card or already decided. Can you clear up what that story's all about?
I have no idea. Who gives a shit?
Just glad he's back, right?
Huh?
No,
it's not even that. It's like these stories that come out of these things. What did I hear? Heard something earlier tonight too. It's like this stuff is when we're working on all this stuff. You know what I mean? And you're trying to get guys to commit to coach, and to do the coaching commitment, especially when you live in Ireland. You know what I mean? Yeah, Conor's going to get some things that he wants. Nobody lost an opportunity here. If there were guys that were booked to do that, we'll do something with them. It's not just like, hey, see you later, pal. Good luck to you. Have a good life. We'll figure it out. We'll take care of these guys.
Jake Paul and Tommy Fury are just hours away from settling their differences inside the ring. However, Mike Perry has stepped forward with some sensitive information regarding the fight. He took to Twitter to share it with the world. Perry posted a supposed script for the fight between Paul and Fury. Hours later, Paul's foe and MMA star Dillon Danis also shared the same, insinuating that the fight had been rigged. In the image Perry and Danis shared, we can see the round-by-round description of the fight. The script dictates that Fury and Tommy take control of different rounds until Fury finally gets his eye injured. As the fight proceeds, the injury will take its toll, and Paul will capitalize on it to get a stoppage win. Nevertheless, fans quickly saw through the script and pointed out that it was a poor attempt at a joke. Several of them pointed out flaws in the script, proving it's not a real thing. A career in MMA is not the most sustainable occupation for many. Dealing with rough losses and devastating injuries means that there is a heavier toll on fighters compared to many other sports. However, with the introduction of a new bill, Ronda Rousey believes that a positive change can be created. According to CA Assembly member Matt Haney, the new bill will establish a pension fund for retired MMA fighters. As such, fighters would benefit from retirement perks and healthcare once their fighting days are over. In a sport plagued with low fighter pay and little to no healthcare, this could be a game changer. In an interview with ESPN MMA, as a UFC Hall of Famer, Ronda has given her full support for the proposed legislation, According to her, it is a much needed step, especially for fighters that struggle after their careers are over. Here's the clip.
It's when you're dealing with the repercussions of that career is when you no longer have that income stream. And so there's like a big gap there where, you know, when you have the resources, and when you have the need for them, they're not overlapping. And I was one thing I would say to my husband, like, everyone loves you when you're in the ring or the octagon and you're fighting, but are any of those people going to be there for you or thinking of you at all a second of the day when you're 90? I was really almost like shocked and encouraged by humanity that anyone was even thinking of the fighters after they're not fighting anymore. Because I just kind of thought that nobody cares ever, that they only want to see us punch each other and it's really cool, and then they forget about us and don't ever think about us for a second after that. And this is the first time I've really felt that anyone actually is thinking about the fighters themselves, not just the fight, and actually cares about the people and not thinking of us as a product. And if this doesn't pass, I'll be extremely disappointed, and I hope that, you know, we try again. But I can't think of a single reason why all of these fighters that are literally fighting their hearts out and putting their lives on the line to entertain people are, you know, haven't had this support already. And I'm really keeping my fingers crossed, if I could cross them because they're so damaged from fighting, that this will pass.
What do you guys think of Ronda Rousey's comments and this new project? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Speaking to Jimmy Smith on Unlocking the Cage, Jon Jones discussed his upcoming fight with Ciryl and compared him with his previous opponents. Jones believes he's the more well-rounded fighter and he's better than Gane in all aspects of martial arts. Here's the clip.
Do you think he brings anything power-wise that you haven't seen before at light heavyweight?
No. You know, I think of my Thiago Santos fight all the time. You know, Thiago is a guy who, when he kicks you with all of his heart. And when he swings at you, he's coming at you with more than one punch, and he's looking to knock your head off with that left or that right. You know, that's a tougher kickboxing match, in my opinion, than a guy like Ciryl Gane. I've been in this situation many times before, and as I look back over my career, I just feel like I've fought much better martial artists, more well-rounded martial artists, guys with that one-shot knockout power. And I really do believe that I'm better than Gane in all aspects of martial arts. I take it more seriously. It is my life. It is my world. And recently I've been seeing quotes of him talking about not even really liking MMA and you know, like how he's talking about being lazy, not really training in between fights and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know if you're trying to lull me to sleep, but if this is really your attitude going into a world championship fight, I feel sorry for you. It's probably why you lost to Francis.
Here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Our third place meme was found over Twitter and was posted by a user named Dovey. Second place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named AlternativeBid9506. And our number 1 picked meme for today was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named SnooHobbies107. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.